Yes, sir, YouTube. Yes, sir. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Kakashi back at it here with another video. Today I'm bringing you part 5, the Orange Claw. What if Naruto was an Uchiha? Now, if you guys remember properly in the last part, Naruto is able to activate the Rinnegan right after his EMS. Like, he can activate all of them. Like, he'll activate his EMS, and then if he wants to, his EMS will turn into the Rinnegan. So, also, Naruto got an offer to become the 6th Hokage at the age of 16. So we go back to that. As Naruto and Kushina walk into the Hokage's office wondering what the Hokage wanted, she called an important meeting with the ancestors. As Tsunade says, Naruto, we see you fit to become the 6th Hokage. As Naruto's eyes widen, saying, why do you guys see me fit to become the 6th Hokage? As she says, well, for one, you're very smart, and you have all the attributes of being a great Hokage. We believe that you could be a very powerful Hokage. Plus, Naruto, I'm getting tired of all this paperwork. Is that something that you could do? Plus, you will have a loyal assistant. As she points at Kushina. As Kushina's like, Naruto, you should become the Hokage. The 6th Hokage? That's a big position. As Naruto thinks about it, saying, yeah, it is. Alright. Let me think about it. As Naruto and Kushina walk back to the house, as they talk a little bit, as Naruto has finally decided he will become the 6th Hokage of the village hidden in the leaves. As the next day they walk back to the Tsunades, as Naruto says, alright, Tsunade, I've decided I will become the 6th Hokage at the age of 16. Me, Naruto Uchiha. As Tsunade says, glad to hear it. Here. As she tosses Naruto some long black shinobi sandals, as then she tosses him a white long jacket, basically the one that Kakashi has that you guys are looking at right now, as it says 6th Hokage on the back. As then Naruto puts on the long black ninja sandals, along with the white Hokage cloak. As they say, now it's time for you to come outside, Naruto. As they've called a really big event in the village, as all the Chunin have came to see what the big deal was. As the 5th Hokage says, ladies and gentlemen, I will be retiring as Hokage. As they say, ladies and gentlemen, why? As she says, well, I found a suitable and stronger replacement. Come now! As Naruto, as in a big blue perfect Susanoo is flying up in the sky. As then it begins to land, as everybody's like, oh my gosh! As then the Susanoo disappears, as Naruto in a white Hokage jacket that says 6 Hokage on the back with black sandals lands on the roof and says, me, Naruto Uchiha, will become the 6th Hokage of the village hidden in the leaves. As then the village goes crazy because they all love Naruto. Like, Naruto does so much for the village. Then Naruto says, also, there's one more thing I gotta tell you guys. As they all silence to hear what Naruto has to say. Jiraiya, the Toad Sage, the legendary Sannin, has died a few days ago. As they all gasp, saying, how? As Naruto says, he was getting information as he died, trying to get information for the Hidden Leaf Village. As they say, oh my gosh, we're so sorry for your loss, Naruto. We knew how much he meant to you. As Naruto says, it's fine. But I will take it upon myself to be the protector of the village hidden in the leaves. At the age of 16, I have become the Hokage, the 6th Hokage. As the village goes crazy. As then Naruto walks down, jumps down to greet a lot of the his old classmates as they say, Naruto, this is crazy. You're really gonna be the 6th Hokage? As Naruto says, yep. As then they say, that's really cool and all, but do you think you'll be able to do it at the age of 16? As Naruto says, of course I will. I'll have a lot of help. Now we go to a time skip. Naruto is back at his house as he took his 6th Hokage cloak off. As him and Kushina are talking. As Kushina is really happy for Naruto. as Naruto's really happy too. As then, after dinner, they go to the bedroom. Yada yada yada. We do a time skip to the next day. Yes, exactly what you guys thought happened. The next day, Naruto gets up, puts his black shinobi sandals on, as then he puts his white cloak on with the white puffy scarf around it. Basically the same. It's the same outfit that Kakashi wears. The Six Hokage cloak that I'm showing you guys on the screen right now. Oh yeah, and Naruto also has Madara's Eternal Sharingan now. Anyways, so because somebody asked me to do it, so I just did it. Doesn't make that much of a difference. Just different Susanoo, I guess, and abilities, but whatever. So it's Naruto's first day on the job. As Naruto walks into the Hokage's office, as he gets a basic rundown through about what he needs to do, as Naruto says, "This is it." As he sees 50 piles of paperwork saying, "This is all I have to do." Oh, that's easy. As in Naruto creates, he creates 15 shadow clones, and he gets all the paperwork done for the whole day within freaking like 10 minutes. And then he gets up saying, "Oh, I think I'll take a stroll through the village." As Naruto is walking through the village, he sees Kushina with one of her friends from a long time ago. As Kushina says, "Oh, hey Naruto." As Naruto says, "Oh, Kushina, hey." And she says, "You done with work so soon?" As Naruto said, "Yeah, I got it." As her friend didn't even know that Naruto was the Hokage. She says, because she wasn't at the thingy because she was away on a mission. She says, "Who is this, Kushina?" "Oh, this is my boyfriend Naruto, and he's the sixth Hokage of the village hidden in the leaves." As she said, "But Kushina, you're only 16." As yeah, Naruto's 16 too. She was over here thinking that Kushina was dating an old man. She thought that Naruto was too young to be Hokage, but she was like, "Oh, well, he must be strong then." As she says, "Yes, he's really strong." As Naruto says, "Well, Kushina, I'll be just taking a stroll throughout the village. If you can just stay here and hang out with your friend. I think I might just go, take a little walk." As she says, "Okay, I'll see you at home later." As Naruto says, "Yep, see ya." As Naruto walks throughout the village, everybody's saying, "Hello, Lord Hokage. Hello, Lord Hokage." As Naruto just waves to them saying, "Hello." As then a specific person runs up to Naruto saying, "Hey, Naruto." As this is, what's his face? I forgot his name. This is Hiyashi Hyuga. As Hiyashi Hyuga walks up to Naruto saying, "Hello, Naruto." As Naruto says, "Hello, Lord Hiyashi." As then he says, "You don't have to call me Lord Hiyashi anymore. You're the sixth Hokage." As Naruto says, "I still have respect. Don't worry about that." As Hiyashi says, "Well, congratulations on becoming the sixth Hokage." As Naruto says, "Oh, yeah. No, thank you." Oh, yeah, guys, I forgot to tell you. Naruto also carries a sword on his, like, underneath his Hokage jacket. Kind of like how Itachi carried his, Anbu stuff underneath his Akatsuki jacket. Naruto carries, like, he carries Shisui's exact sword because he wants to remember Shisui by it. He carries, so underneath his Hokage jacket, he carries, like, a little Shisui sword on his waist. Anyways, so now they pay their respects as then they leave. As Naruto says, "Man, I guess I can just go back to doing whatever since I'm done with my paperwork for the day." As then Naruto goes to do some training. I forgot to tell you guys, Naruto has perfect Susanoo, obviously. And Naruto trains with this perfect Susanoo as he hears a voice. As he looks down, he sees Kushina as she's waving at Naruto in his Susanoo. As Naruto makes his Susanoo wave at her, as she says, "Lunch is ready, Naruto." As Naruto says, "Oh, lunch, yes sir." As then he deactivates his Susanoo. As then he runs to Kushina saying, "Lunch is at the house?" As she says, "Yes." As Naruto says, "Kamui." As then her and Naruto Kamui back into the house. As then Naruto says, "Oh my gosh, Kushina, you've outdid yourself. Is this food all for us?" As then she says, "Well, no, I invited my friend and her boyfriend over." As Naruto says, "Oh, okay, that's cool." As then they get a knock on the door as Kushina answers. As Naruto's in the back washing his face. As Naruto comes out with his sixth Hokage jacket on, but his shoes are off. As they say oh Naruto. As they say, oh Lord Six. That's when they bow. As Naruto says, you could just call me Naruto. As then they say, oh okay Naruto if you insist. As Naruto smiles. As they see the food on the table, they say, oh my gosh, Kushina, you've outdone yourself. As Kushina smiles, saying, so, when are you guys gonna do it? As Naruto says, what do you mean do it? He says, when are you guys gonna get married? As Naruto says, ugh. As Kushina's like, well, that's for another time to talk about. As Naruto plans to marry Kushina really soon. He's gonna go buy a ring next week. Anyways, so, I'm really having a lot of fun making this series, y'all. Orange-haired Naruto, the Orange Claw of the Leaf Village, aka the Sixth Hokage. Yes, sir. The Sixth Hokage with the Sharingan. Anyways, so now Naruto is so now they eat lunch. As in, without realizing it, Naruto's Rinnegan activated. As Kushina looks at Naruto and says, she spits out her food. As she taps Naruto on the shoulder, saying, Naruto? As Naruto says, yeah. As Kushina says, go look in the mirror real quick. Naruto says, okay. As he goes look in the mirror, he sees his Rinnegan activated. He says, and tries to deactivate it, but it's not deactivating. As then he tries with all of his might, as in it finally deactivates. As then he activates it again, as in it's back to normal. Something was wrong with his Rinnegan. It was his first time ever really activating it, and it got stuck, but now he can turn it on and off now. Anyways, so, her friends leave, as it's just Naruto and Kushina at the house now. Naruto says, hey, I'm gonna head to the Hokage's office to see if there's any more paperwork that needs to be done. As Kushina says, okay, I'm gonna head to bed. As Naruto says, okay. As Naruto creates a shadow clone that sits on the couch basically to protect her while he's away. As he arrives at the Hokage's office, he sees somebody body flickering away. As he body flickers after them, Naruto moving at the speed of light. Freaking, this man was a hidden clown ninja sent here to gather information about the leaf. As Naruto took a short blade out and slashed the man's throat. As Naruto landed on the floor, wiping his blade off on a tree, getting the blood off. As Naruto incinerates the body with fire. As Naruto says, what's up with you got? You're hidden clown ninja trying to get information. As then 3 people land behind Naruto. This is Darui, Samui, and Karui. As Naruto looks behind him, saying, who are you? And what are you doing in my village? As I say, you must be the new 16-year-old Hokage, the same age as us, but you're the 6th Hokage of your village. As Naruto says, yeah, and who are you? As I say, well, we have word that you killed our Raikage. As Naruto says, I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't left the village in years. Lying his butt off. Oh, really? Then why does our cameras have a picture of you throwing a fireball at our Raikage? Must not be me. As I say, it definitely was you. As all 3 of them rush Naruto. As Naruto activates his Rinnegan, saying, a mighty push. He pushes all of them back, knocking them unconscious. Naruto's not going to kill them. But then he sucks them all into a Kamui hole that sends them back to the Hidden Cloud Village. Naruto says, I just wanted to do some late night paperwork and you guys make my job 10 times more difficult. As then, the next day, there was a big ceremony going on. There was people coming into the village from all around the world, including the 5 Kages. The 5 Kages are coming to meet the new Hokage of the village hidden in the leaves. As the 4 Kage, because the Raikage's dead, and Naruto's a Hokage. So, actually, the 3 Hokage, the Mizukage, the Tsuchikage, and the Kazekage. And that's it, isn't it? Mizu, Tsuchikage, and the Hokage, and the Raikage, the 5 Kage, yeah. But the Raikage is dead, so basically, Kushina cooks Naruto breakfast as Naruto says thank you, gives her a kiss on the lips, as then Naruto heads off. Naruto puts his 6 Hokage cloak over top of him. His cloak only goes to like His cloak doesn't hang to his feet, as you guys can see. His feet are still showing. That was just a random comment. Anyways, Naruto always has his EMS activated just because he knows that the light won't ever fade from his eyes. And it doesn't even eat at his chakra because he has so much chakra, he can't even tell how much it eats. It eats not even that much of his chakra. His Naruto always has his EMS activated. As Tsunade walks up to Naruto saying, "The Kage are at the Hokage Tower on top waiting for you." As Naruto says, "Alright." As he says, "Kamui!" As then Naruto kamuis into a vortex. As then he vortex behind the 5 Kage saying, "Hello, Kage." As they say, "How old are you, boy?" As Naruto says, "I'm 16 years old and I'm the 6th Hokage of the village," and then leaves. As then they say, "This is absurd. As if you could be Hokage." As then they see Naruto's EMS. As they say, "Oh, never mind." As then Naruto says, "Oh, you think that's it?" As then Naruto's EMS slowly turns blue and then it turns into a Rinnegan as they say, "The Rinnegan." As Naruto says, as then he closes his eyes, opening them, having his regular black eyes. As then they say, "Well, welcome to the Kage team." As Naruto says, "Glad to be here." As I say, 16-year-old Kage. Never heard of it, Mizukage says. "Yeah, well, I've never heard of an old lady Hokage. Actually, I have, because Tsunade is one." As Tsunade knows that if Naruto knows if Tsunade was there, he would have got that whoop, and he just flinches out of nowhere thinking that she was going to do something, but she really wasn't even there. Oh yeah, I'm going to say that Naruto also has the Totsuka blade. Naruto has the Totsuka blade in his Susanoo. So, anyways, Naruto and the Kage would do their talk or whatever. Oh, my bad, I got something real quick. Yeah, they do their little talk or whatever. As then the Kage leave. As Naruto walks back to his home. No, but first he stops at the jeweler's. He gets a ring. This ring costs him 550 million Ryu. As Naruto says, "Oh, this ring is expensive." As then, but he's Hokage, so he's like, "I don't care, I'll get it." As he gets a ring, he doesn't prepare to propose today. Because they're only 16. He's gonna, actually no, 16-year-old. Yeah, they just ain't gonna have no kid. They can be married, they just ain't gonna have no kid. Yet, at least. Depending on how far my series go. Who knows? If my series goes long enough, bro, who knows? I might do a season 2 of just his kid's life. But we'll see. I doubt it, because I'm mad that they didn't take Naruto further after the 4th Great Ninja War. But anyways, so, how far are we in? 17 minutes? Oh lord, it feels like longer than that. Anyways, so Naruto walks back to the house as he sees Kushina waiting outside for him. As he gets embraced with a hug. As Kushina says, "How was work today, dear?" And she says, "Dear?" As she says, "Yeah, it's a new nickname for you I gave you." As Naruto laughs, saying, "Oh, it was good." As she says, "Well, dinner's ready." As Naruto says, "Okay." As he walks into the house, he sees, what's his face? How do I forget his name already? Oh my god. He sees... Whatever, forget it. He doesn't see anybody. Nobody's there. I can't think of his name. Anyway, so they eat dinner. As in Naruto, they go to sleep. Wake up the next day to a big boom. As Naruto says, "What was that?" As Naruto puts a 6 Hokage jacket on as he gets up, grabs his sword, and goes. He activates his Sharingan looking for what happened. As in this was at the village gate. As Naruto arrives at the village gate, seeing Jonin standing there, looking outside of the gate. As Naruto sees 3 ninjas standing outside of the gate. He sees actually 2. This is the Edo Tensei of the first and second Hokage, as Orochimaru sent them to destroy the village that they created. As Naruto says, "The first and second Hokage." As they see Naruto, they can still talk, but they're just not controlling their body. As they say, "You must be the 6th Hokage." As Naruto says, "Well, yeah, I am, but what are you 2 doing?" As Tobirama says, "Forget all about that. How old are you?" As Naruto says, "I'm 16, but Why are you guys here destroying the village? As Hashirama says, we're not in our right state of mind. We're being controlled. As Naruto says, so you want me to kill you is what you're saying. They say, yes, precisely. As Naruto activates his EMS. As Tobirama says, a Uchiha Hokage. This is absurd. As in his EMS goes from an EMS to a Rinnegan. As they say, the Rinnegan. You must be Madara's reincarnation. Anyways, we don't have time for this. Naruto says, I have to destroy you guys and seal you away. As the first thing Naruto does is go back to his EMS with his Totsuka blade. He enters his perfect Susanoo. As then Hashirama and Tobirama jump on top of this big wood person, whatever. The person that Hashirama used when he fought Madara, the big wood statue thing. Not the Shinju, but the wood monster thing. There's a big battle as everybody in the village is just watching a big blue Susanoo fight the wood. As the Naruto gets a clean slice, knocking the big wood monster's arm off. As then the Hokages are distracted as Naruto hits them both with the Totsuka blade, sealing them away. As Hashirama says, here! As then Naruto says, huh? As then a big green ball of energy goes to Naruto, as then it enters Naruto's body, as Naruto feels massive chakra. As what the first Hokage just did was give Naruto his chakra in his sage mode, and he gave Naruto wood style. Yes, Naruto now knows wood style. This dude is basically like a young Madara, no cap, except he knows a little more jutsus than Madara, or Madara knows a little more jutsus than him. So basically, EMS could turn into a Rinnegan. He has the Totsuka blade, and now he has wood style, and the first Hokage's sage mode. Naruto's pretty strong now. As he sealed the second Hokage and the first Hokage, they say, you're strong, Naruto. Protect this village with your life. As Orochimaru shows up saying, ah, the Totsuka blade. I've been looking for that. As Naruto laughs, saying, ha ha ha. As then he says, you're next, snake. As then he jumps at Orochimaru as Orochimaru tries to dodge. As then Naruto kicks him with his Susanoo. As Orochimaru flies up into the air. As Naruto says, fire style, great fireball jutsu. As he spits a fireball at Madara. Madara dodging this. Orochimaru dodging it. As then Orochimaru's in midair and he can't go nowhere. As Naruto says, Totsuka blade seal. As then he seals Orochimaru with the Totsuka blade. But a little snake of Orochimaru got out, so he can always rebuild himself because one of his little snakes got out. That was Orochimaru. As then, freaking, it slithered away back to the Sound Village as Naruto was exhausted. Whew. As he says, I wonder what the first Hokage gave me. As then he hears a voice saying, I gave you wood style. As he says, what the freak was that? As then the first Hokage says, oh yeah, I'm in your head. As when I gave you that, I can now speak to you telepathically since you sealed me inside of you. As Naruto says, oh, so you and Tobirama are inside of me. As Hashirama says, precisely. We're not inside of you, but our mind is inside of you. Our bodies aren't physically inside of you like the Nine Tails, but our minds and our voices are, yes. Oh, okay. So, what did you give me, you said? Wood style. Naruto says, how do I do that? Combine your earth and water nature and put your hands together. Think about what you want to do. I want to build a tree that goes taller than the Hokage Tower. As then he puts his hands together. As he says, don't say it out loud or your enemy will know what you're going to do and be able to react to it. Think of it in your head. As Naruto says, okay. Then he puts his hands together. As then he creates a large wood-style tree. As he says, cool. As then he says, And he thinks it says, I want to create a jutsu where it's a wood-style forest, basically. It's basically the wood-style deep forest emergence. As he does the hand signs, as he creates the wood-style deep forest emergence. So Hokage says, oh, that's one of my moves, a wood-style deep forest emergence. As Naruto says, oh, cool. As then he makes the wood go back into the ground. As then he says, well, thank you for your power, Lord First. Will you always be in my head? As First says, oh, no, Naruto. I was just in here for this little bit of time. But my chakra will remain inside of you forever. along with the wood style. As Naruto says, I appreciate you, Lord Hokage. Rest in peace. As in they say, goodbye, Naruto. As even Tobirama says, goodbye, boy. As in they go away. Whew. Naruto's like, well, a 16-year-old just dealt with the first and second Hokage. That's crazy. As then he walks away. As the village sees Naruto, they cheer him on, saying, he protected the village again. He's our hero. As Naruto just is like, As then Kushina's like, Naruto, you saved the village once again, huh? Naruto says, yeah, I guess so. As then he says, well, the first Hokage gave me a gift. He gave me a gift of power. But I think I'll take on, I don't know if I should take on the last name Senju. Maybe Uchiha Senju. Yeah, that's it. I'll become Naruto Uchiha Senju. As then Kushina's like, the Uzumakis are a lower branch of the Senjus too. As Naruto says, oh really? And she says, yeah, it's a funny story. As Naruto says, oh. So Kushina, what do you have planned today? Well, before you woke me up after you left, we were gonna go visit one of my friends, but it's getting late. As Naruto says, oh no, we can still visit them if they're still okay with it. As they say, well, yes, of course they are still okay with it. As she says, but they don't live in this village. As Naruto says, oh, so I'm gonna have to leave the village. As Naruto says, okay, let me think. As Naruto then creates a shadow clone that goes to his office. He says, protect the village while I'm gone, and then if something happens, disperse back to me, giving me my information. As the shadow clone agrees. As he goes back to the Hokage office. As Naruto then walks with Kushina. Kushina is going to visit her aunt, Mito Uzumaki. I'm gonna say Mito didn't die. I'm gonna say instead of Mito, they put the nine tails in baby Kushina. So Mito never had the nine tails. Anyways, so they're going to visit Mito and her husband, which is I'm pretty sure Uzumaki. I don't know. Was Mito's husband Uzumaki or Senju? I don't know, but 27? Okay. But anyways, yeah, they go to visit Mito Uzumaki. As they arrive, Kushina knocks on the door. As Mito answers her saying, who is it? As she sees Kushina saying, oh my gosh, Kushina. As she embraces her in a big hug. As then she sees Naruto standing behind him with the 6th Hokage jacket. As she says, Lord Hokage, what are you doing here? As Naruto says, I'm 16 years old, and I'm Kushina's boyfriend. As she says, Kushina, you're dating the 6th Hokage of the Hidden Leaf Village? As Kushina says, yeah, we grew up together. We're both 16 years old. I'm actually older than him. As Naruto says, you don't gotta tell everybody that you're just a few months older than me. You know that? As she says, I got to, you know? As Naruto says, yeah, whatever. And then she says, come in, Lord 6th. As Naruto walks in the house. As Naruto walks in the house, Mito's husband immediately runs up to him and gets on his knees bowing. As Naruto says, oh, please don't do that. You don't have to. I'm your niece's boyfriend. As he says, niece's boyfriend. As then he sees Kushina, as he says, wait, so you're 16? Yes, I just turned 16. And Kushina is, well, yeah, I just turned 16. And Kushina's about to turn 17. As he says, oh, I see Lord 6th. Well, welcome to our home. As he says, it's not much, but it's something. As Naruto says, are you kidding me? This house is bigger than mine. As he laughs. As, then Mito says, Lord 6th, dinner's ready. As Naruto says, my name is Naruto. You can call me Naruto. And she says, okay, Naruto, what's your last name? As Naruto says, oh, I'm Naruto Uchiha Senju. As they say, Senju. You're a Senju? As Naruto says, yeah. The first Hokage entrusted me with his powers. As I said, the first Hokage, I haven't heard that name in a while. Hashirama Senju. And I think I'm the reincarnation of Madara Uchiha. As in they say, Madara. As in Naruto says, but I'm not bad. I'm good. As I say, oh, okay. As then Naruto says, "This food looks delicious." As she says, "I made a lot. Dig in, guys." As they say, "Okay." As Naruto eats, they get done eating, and it's really late. As Mito says, "You guys, it's getting late." Says, "You just stay the night." As Naruto says, "I don't have a problem with it. Let me just tell my shadow clone that I'm staying the night." As the shadow clone knows that he's staying the night, he ends up staying the night at the Hokage office. The next morning, Kushina and Naruto wake up saying, "Well, it's time for us to go back to the village." As then they get their stuff and they leave, saying goodbye to Mito and her husband. As then they leave. So then, as they leave, they arrive back to the village. As Naruto says he has a surprise for Kushina. As then he picks her up. As then he's walking through the village. As then he arrives to this place. He's standing in front of a super huge house. It's 2 stories. As he says, "Here, you can open your eyes now." As she opens her eyes, she sees they're standing in front of this big house. As Naruto says, "This is our new home." As Kushina starts tearing up, saying, "This is the house I always wanted. The house I looked at as a kid." As Naruto says, "It is?" And she says, "Yes." "Naruto, thank you so much." As Naruto says, no problem, Kushina." As then they go inside. As then they get all their stuff from the other house and put it inside as they're all moved in, including their money safe that right now, from doing all the A rank and S rank missions they do, their money safe holds like 1 billion Ryu, no cap. As Naruto's a Hokage, so he just bought that house like, yeah. Anyways, so we're gonna do like a till the next day. Naruto and Kushina wake up in their new house. As Naruto says, "I think today might be the day. The day I propose." As Naruto's not sure that he's ready yet, he says that he might wait a few more years. He thinks about it, whatever he's thinking. As he says, "Kushina, I gotta go to work." As Kushina says, "Okay, I might stop by to see you later and bring you some lunch." As Naruto says, "Oh, okay." As he goes to the Hokage's office, as he's sitting at his desk doing paperwork, Kakashi walks in as he says, "Oh, hello, Naruto." As Naruto says, "Oh, hey, Kakashi-sensei." As he says, "Do you have any missions for me?" As Naruto says, "Actually, I do. It's a B rank mission. Go to the land in the rice paddies and gather information about Orochimaru. When you return, please, Kakashi, please come back safe. And if you want, you can bring a teammate with you." As Kakashi says, "I know just who to bring." As then he takes Kurenai. He brings Kurenai with him as they go off. As then, what's his face? Ebisu and his team of Konohamaru, Moegi, and Udon, whatever his name is, walk in as Ebisu says, "Lord Sixth," as then he bows. As, what's his face? Moegi and Udon bow too. As the Konohamaru is like, "What's up, big brother Naruto?" As Naruto's like, "Huh? Oh, what's up, Konohamaru?" As then Ebisu hits him over the head saying, "That is the 6th Hokage. You need to talk to him with respect." As Naruto's like, "Oh, please, it's okay. You don't have to stress over that." As Ebisu's like, "Yes, Lord Hokage." As Naruto says, "So, you guys back from your mission already?" As I say, "Yeah, but Naruto, we're tired of catching cats. Can we get a real good mission?" As Naruto says, "I know the same feeling, guys." "Okay, fine. I'll give you guys a B rank mission." As I say, "A B rank? Really?" As Naruto says, "Yes. You guys are to go to the farm field and protect a farmer that is being targeted by people that want his resources. If you guys protect him, you each get, I'll each give you guys 5,000 Ryu." As they're like, 5,000? So Naruto 5,000 is like a penny because he be out here with a billion Ryu. Anyways, they're like, "Yes, Lord Hokage." As then they go and protect the people. As the day ends, Kakashi and Kurenai report back to Naruto saying, "Lord Hokage, we've got information for you." As Naruto says, "Let me see." As then they give Naruto a detailed report. As Naruto says, "Good work. Here," and then he tosses the money. As then
Team Konohamaru walks back in saying, Lord 7th, not Lord 7th, Lord 6th, we've completed our mission. As Naruto says, oh, great job, guys. As then he says, come here. As then they all walk over, as Naruto gives them each 5,000 Ryu. As then he gives Ebisu 10,000, as Ebisu's like, 10,000 Ryu? I'm gonna go buy some magazines with this. Whatever. As then Naruto says, well, I'm getting tired. Kushina brought me lunch earlier, and it was really good. And after I ate that, I was so full I wanted to fall asleep. So I'll close up the Hokage office, and I'll get out of here. As then Naruto closes up the Hokage office, and he leaves back to his house. Well, that is it for today's video, guys. If you guys want part 6 of What If Naruto was the Orange Claw / What If Naruto was an Uchiha, part 6, hit that like button. We're on the big road to 200 subscribers, y'all. Let's get there. Without further ado, I'm out here, John.